everyone. Lisa Steffen, your mortgage professional at American Pacific Mortgage. And I am excited here today to have Erin from Energy Exterior Northwest with me today. And we're going to talk all things windows, floors, what am I saying? Windows, doors, and siding. So thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, so tell me a little bit, can you tell everyone what you do, and then when you're not doing your business that you own, what do you like to do for fun?
Oh, yeah. So we are your exterior remodeling partner as far as windows, doors, and siding. Obviously, I have connections for the other things that are on the exterior of your home. But that's our main focus. We started with windows 6 years ago, then we added doors, and then 2 years ago we added siding. So I really love it because we get an opportunity to improve the home value from the exterior and change the curb appeal. So that's really great. For me personally, I love spending time with my family, and I'm a huge football fan, and I love to cook. I have two very tall children, boys that love to eat, and so I love to cook.
Oh, that's awesome. I love to cook too. We'll have to exchange some of our favorite recipes. That would be
great.
fun. Perfect.
That would be great.
So it's really exciting because you are a woman-owned business in the construction business.
Yeah. Talk about a little bit of a niche. I'm out there on my own with this, but you know, I really love this because so many home decisions are influenced by the female, and you know, it helps to educate our clients, and that's something I pride myself on. Is we're not selling something. Usually, people don't think, you know, wake up in the morning like, oh, I'm going to go shopping for windows. You know, I mean, there's a need for the work that we do. And so we want to make that impact and, you know, make a change, but make sure our clients have an educated, informed decision that they're making.
That's awesome, because that's so important to have that. So speaking of windows, how would someone know if they need new windows?
Right. So if you have single paned windows, if you have a draft coming through that you're sitting next to and your window's not opening, but you still can feel air. And if you have older double pane windows that you might be seeing some fogging through, some condensation, the areas at the base of the glass where the glass meets the frame, you're starting to see rust. Those are all indicators that things have failed. And, you know, as a home is a living, breathing thing, they will have a tendency to flex and move, the house will. And so with that, the openings of the windows and doors too can adjust and come out of plumb or square. So we often get phone calls simply for the fact that people can't open their windows anymore and they want new windows.
So if they are needing to be replaced because they're cracked, they're rusty, or the fog, does it take, do you have to redo like the whole front of the house, or are you able to remove it with minimal?
Yeah, so there's processes so that like we don't have to take off all the siding just to replace the windows. When the home was constructed, it's framed and then it's sheeted, then there's some house wrap, then the windows go in, and then, I was backwards on a couple things, but then siding afterwards. The way that we're able to do things is we're able to remove the glass from the frame and then collapse the frame in within itself, and install into the unit. We try to reinstall any of our windows as if it was like during new construction. So there is some sawing. It's a construction project, so there's a little bit going on as far as that's concerned. But you know, you want to keep the weather and the water, especially around here, out of the inside of your house.
Right.
Except for in the bathtub and the sink.
Exactly. Yeah. Where you want it, right?
Right.
What about trends? Are there any trends in windows that are happening right now?
Trends, the hot trend is black interior, black exterior. We're really starting to see simplifying grids. So it's no longer the checker box grid look. Just going with a real simple 1 or 2 lines of grids in a window to make a statement per se. So those are some of the more popular trends that we are starting to see. And then obviously having the energy efficiency in the glass is going to help keep the house cool in the summertime and warmer in the wintertime by deflecting off the opposite. during those
Right.
seasons.
Okay. Well, I'm an HGTV junkie
Oh yeah.
or whatever, and
Hmm.
I have noticed a lot of those flips and things like that
Yeah.
being the black. It's a great look.
Yeah, it's so popular. I love it. We've got a big project starting here soon, and I cannot wait
Oh,
to see
nice,
it. So it's
nice.
going to be a big difference.
Well, what about doors? So let's talk front doors or
Sure,
doors in
sure.
general.
Yeah, doors in general. So doors can also weather with age and with time. They also, like I say, will flex so that the jambs kind of get askewed or out of turn. I've seen quite a few doors that are bowing. If you ever have a really hard time closing a door, that's going to leave air gaps around the frame. And another place for, up to between your windows and the doors, you can lose up to 30% of your energy efficiency. So the doors also can, make an impact by making a change functionally, but then aesthetically, front doors, I mean, some serious curb appeal, some big time curb appeal changes that really can update, modern, and be a showstopper, make a
Mhm.
statement at the front of the home. So we do a lot with colors and different looks. There's a lot more glass going into doors again now. So it's a popular thing to just do an update. It's actually been one during the coronavirus it's been the most popular phone call that we've been receiving has been pricing for doors.
Wow.
So,
Well, and it makes sense because it's a relatively inexpensive way to really probably update your house. I mean, I know that you can spend a lot on doors,
mhm.
but just by doing the front door probably can, like you said, change the whole look on it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Well,
it's
awesome.
it's a great thing.
Good. Sorry about that.
No, it's okay.
So what about siding then?
So siding, we're known around here for our cedar siding, and also there was an era of the big housing buildings in the 80s where there was a lot of a product called LP siding that was used, and if that wasn't properly taken care of or properly installed, it ended up rotting right on people's roofs or on their sides of their house. So it's something that needs to come out. If you've got rot against your house, then that means basically you've got a mold right growing next to your house that can actually come in and affect the interior of the home. So we are partnered with James Hardie, which is a cement fiber board, and it is also a man-made product, but it's constructed in such a way that it is water resistant, mold resistant, bug rodent resistant, so as in birds or anything that can burrow and chew its way through, low maintenance, and then the best part is it's fire retardant too.
Oh, wow. I didn't
So
realize that.
yeah, and adds more R factor to your house for insulation purposes as well. So
Okay.
it is usually a one-time, you never really think about siding replacement, kind of like windows. Windows, you're supposedly, average American is going to buy windows 1.7 times in their life, in their adulthood. So
Okay.
siding is, right within there. And sometimes you never have to reside your house depending on how long you're there. But it is another area that you can change the curb appeal, but then also take care of certain problems that you may have with your old siding on your house.
Yeah. Are you seeing much LP still out there?
We still do. Yeah, we
Really?
still used to see a lot. I think when the class action lawsuit went through, folks kind of took those checks and figured out a way to kind of keep things up and then sold the house down the road. Well, then the new owners, it kind of became their problem if they don't know how to do it. So
Right, right.
yeah,
Well,
yeah,
there's a lot of great information that you
yeah,
shared today. I really appreciate it. So what's
yes,
the best way for people to get a hold of you if they want? And do you do
sure.
free estimates?
We
And
sure do. We
okay.
sure do. We're doing in person with masks and protective gear. We're also doing virtual consultations, just like what we're doing here today. You can reach out to us at energyexteriorsnw.com, or our number is 425-482-3054. And let us know your project needs, and we can start talking back and forth and get to work for you on a free estimate.
Awesome, awesome. Well, thanks again for being here and I'm sharing this. And I know that It's a lot of great information for people, and so you'll be getting some more calls.
Great. I love it. And thank you so much for the opportunity. I really appreciate it.
All right. Have a great week.
All right. You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.